Okay, everybody. So let's start our functions and their classifications. So first of all, I will define function. So let me define two non-empty sets, A and B be two non-empty sets, any two non-empty sets. So a function from A to B is a rule or correspondence that assigns to each element of set A to one and one element, only one element of set B. That means for each element x in A, there exists for each element x in A or A in A, there exists a unique element y in B. Unique element y in B. That's a very important. Two words are very important in function. One, each element. Number two, unique element. So for each element x in A, there exists, that is x belongs to A, there exists, this is the there exists symbol, y belongs to B. That's the definition of function. So in the first example, you see it is not a function. Why it is not a function? Because x1 is related to two elements or image y1, y2. These are called image. Actually, if you define the function, then we write mathematically a from a to b, a from a to b, where y is a function of x. X belongs to a and y belongs to b. Y is the image of x under f. Y is called the image of x under f. That's the notation, mathematical. So y is a function of x. That means x is the input, y is the output. X is the input and y is the output. So look at that. There are two conditions. One is not a function. Why one is not a function? Example 1 or the picture 1, pictorial. So x1 is related to two elements y1, y2. That is not possible in function. It must have unique image. Unique word is violated here. So one to many is not possible in function. Function cannot be multi-valued. So many to one can be possible in function. Many to one is possible in function. But one to many is not possible. So that is why x1 has two images, x2 has two images. So this is not a function because it's violating the word unique. Number two, example number two, this one, this picture. So x1 has an image y1, x3 has an image y3, but x2 is not related to any element. So this is violating that each element. So x2 has no image, so it is not a function. That is not possible in function. No element can be empty. No element x2, x3, whatever, it cannot be empty. So x2 must be related to any element in y for each element. For in the definition of function, for each element, to each element, this word is violated. So second one is not a function. So these are the two important things in function. Number three, it's clearly a function. You have all the elements for each element in x. There exists a unique element in y. And x, and the fourth example, that is this one. This is the fourth example. This is also a function. Why? Because x1 has a image y1, again x2 has a image y1. That is possible. I said one to many is not possible, but many to one is possible. So this is the case for many to one. This fourth example is many to one. Many to one is possible in function. So that is the main concept of function. Now I will give you few diagrams. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. This is diagram number 1. Another example, another way. If you take x-axis and y-axis, if you take x-axis and y-axis, so can you tell me which one of them is a function? Second one is a function, correct. Second one is a function because if you draw vertical lines, that will cut the graph at exactly one point. That means for each element x, there exists a unique element in y. For each element x, horizontally you are getting a vertical, y direction you are getting a point, only one point. But in this case, suppose for x equal to x1, you are getting y1, y2, y3, y4, four values. So this is one to many, that is not a function of x.
Sir,
That
but
is,
in the first diagram, x is a function of y.
x is a function of y. Correct. We can write x is a function of y. Why? Because if you draw horizontal lines, that will cut the graph at exactly 1 point. But in this case, this is not a function of y.
Yes, sir. Current horizontal line time x has various values.
Yes, this is not a function of y. Okay, clear? So there are various examples. Hey yo, these are the examples. You can check whether this is a function. This is the first one is a equation of the circle. First one is the equation of the circle. So let me show you the circle. This is circle. Is this a function of x? Is this a function of y? Is this a function? That is my question only. It is a function.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, it is not a function. If you draw vertical lines, it will cut at exactly 2 points. If you draw a
It's not a
horizontal line,
function
it
of
will cut.
y.
So not a function. It is not a function. Clearly not a function. What about the parabola? Next one is the parabola. Y square is equal to 4x. Is it a function? Let me draw parabola. Let me take a page and let me draw parabola. This is a parabola. Okay. It is given the parabola equation is y square equal to 4x. So this is the diagram of the parabola. This is the diagram of the parabola. This is the parabola y square equal to 4x. Now tell me, dear students, is this a function of x? Who is going to tell? Tell me, hurry up.
Sir, it is a function of x but not a
Yes.
function of y.
No, this is not a function of x. This is not a function of x. If you draw vertical lines, it will cut 2 points. So for one too many, you are getting for one x, you are getting two values of y. But if you draw horizontal lines, it will cut the graph at exactly 1 point. So this is function of y. This is function of y. Am I clear, everybody? Have you understood? Have you understood, everyone?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Next, yeah, there are a lot of things. You can check these things. So this is the main concept of function. Tell me, the main concept of function is clear to everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let us talk about domain and codomain. That is the main conflict area. Let us talk about domain and codomain. So if I write f from a to b is a function, if I write f from a to b is a function, a and b are two non-empty sets. Okay. So a is called the domain of the function x. Okay, only real valued. Okay, I'm talking about real. Don't mix it with complex. If you have any complex value, that won't be included in the function concept, because we will consider only real functions, real numbers. So a and b are the subsets of real numbers only. So a and b, so if this is a real number, this is your a and this is your b, some subsets. So I am talking about some subsets inside the real number or subset of real numbers. So a and b are the subsets of real numbers. So we will be only talking about real numbers, not others. So set a is called the domain of the function f, set b is called the codomain of the function f. Set A is called the domain of the function f. Set B is called the codomain of the function f. Okay, these two are very important. A, so your mapping will be like this. This is your A and this is your B. So your function will be like this, input and output. So this is your domain and this is your codomain. This B set actually your codomain and this is your domain. First thing. Now, let us find out the domains means the values which x can take. The domain means the values. Domain would mean the set of real values of x for which fx assume real values. This is the most important line. Domain would mean set of real values of x for which fx assume real values. x এর একটা ভ্যালুর জন্য fx এর একটা রিয়েল ভ্যালু পাবো। রিয়েল, all are real. If you get complex values or undefined, that won't be accepted in function. So in other words, all the real values of x for which fx is non-real or not defined will not be an element of the domain. Am I clear with the main concept of domain? Fx would mean the set of all real values of x for which fx assume real values. Don't take those values which are non-real and not defined. So that won't be an element of the domain. That is my point actually. So suppose, for example, for a function y by 1 over x minus 1, what is the domain? Domain, you see, if you put x equal to 1, it will be undefined. Denominator is 0, so it will become undefined. So all real values except x equal to 1. The domain of fx is all real values. You see, if you put negative values, if you put function, fraction, if you put rational, irrational, root, whatever, you will get answer except at x equal to 1. So what is the domain of the function? Domain is the all real values except 1. Domain is all real values except 1. Or in different way you can write x belongs to r minus 1. That is real number. From the set of real numbers, you are excluding that 1, the point 1. You are thrown that point 1. 1টাকে সরিয়ে যে পুরো রিয়েল নাম্বারটা পড়ে থাকলো, that is your domain. Am I clear, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Next is if I talk about fx equal to x root over x square minus 9. So x root over square root, we know that if you write square root of x, so x must be positive or 0, because negative quantity inside the square root that invite the complex number.
Becomes imaginary.
Yes, it's imaginary and complex. That is not in real calculations. That is not our real part. But we are confined ourselves into the real field only. We are talking about only real numbers. We will strict ourselves only on the real line, only the number line. That is minus infinity to infinity. That is the real number. So we are not talking about the complex number, imaginary. So fx will be real x if and only if x square minus 9 greater equal to 0. X square minus 9 greater equal to 0. That will give you x minus 3 into x plus 3 greater equal to 0. Okay, so it means you have the number line minus 3 and 3. So greater equal to implies either you can go to the left of minus 3 or you can go to the right of 3. Any point including minus 3 and 3 also, because you have a equation sign. Any point, any number to the left of and including minus 3, if you take any point, it becomes positive, or any point if you take to the right of 3, it will be positive. And if you choose any point or any number between minus 3 and 3, not including minus 3 and 3, it will be negative. So your domain will be x belongs to minus infinity to minus 3 and 3 to infinity. The union of these two regions. So domain of the function would be x belongs to this if there is a greater equal to symbol. If there is a greater equal, we can explain this greater equal to symbol more. Let me explain more. Yeah, so suppose you have x minus 3 and x plus 3. Why there is a left and why there is a right, I will explain that part. So this is a product of two positive numbers. Okay, so two cases may be there. One, both of them positive, both of them positive. Number two, both of them negative. That brings, if you multiply two numbers which are positive, the product will be positive. If you multiply two numbers which are negative, the product will be positive. So that's it. Both are positive or both are negative. That's the thing. So it implies x greater equal to 3 and x greater equal to minus 3. This implies. So that means, what is the common portion? What is the common between these two regions? One is, you said, minus 3 to infinity. Another one you said 3 to infinity. So naturally your common portion is this one. So you get 3 to the right all points after 3 including 3. Similarly, in this case also, you can show that all the points to the left of minus 3 and including 3. That is why I said, if there is a greater equal to symbol, you strictly write the points to the left of minus 3 and to the right. So if you have anything like this, x minus a, x minus b greater equal to 0, so you can write, if a is less than b, if a is less than b, that means b is more than a. So you have this type of region including b and including a. And but you have, if you have less than 0, then the points between a to b. That's the difference. Okay, you can write it directly with your diagram. You can join the diagram, this region. Okay, so that's the concept. That's the concept of domain using square root. So including minus 3 and 3, because that will give you 0. 0 is a real number. Am I clear? Any questions in this part?
Not sir.
Okay, let's talk about some complicated problem. First one, number 1, fx equal to, now I will add two functions. I will talk about domains of two functions. This is more complicated. Okay, let me talk about this few complicated problems. So first one is root over 1 minus 3x. Next one is plus 3 sine inverse 3x minus 1 by 2. So for the first function, for the first part, according to the previous knowledge, we can write 1 minus 3x should be greater equal to 0. This is the first point. Clear? Number 2, you don't know about the inverse function, sine inverse. You haven't learned that because that is in class 12. But sine inverse, you know that what is the range of sine? Minus 1 to 1. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that is why I'm taking whatever inside the sine inverse, that should be inside minus 1 and 1. That should be inside the limit minus 1 and 1. So minus 1 less than equal to 3x minus 1 by 2 less than equal to 1. That's the thing. So you have 2 points. 1 minus 3x greater equal to 0 and minus 1 less than equal to 3x minus 1 by 2 less than equal to 1. Let me explain now how did you get this domain. Let me explain that. Yeah, what is that? 1 minus 3x greater equal to 0. This is number 1. Another thing is that minus 1 less than equal to 3x minus 1 by 2 less than equal to 1. So you have minus 1 less than equal to 3x minus 1 by 2 less than equal to 1. Got it? Okay, these two are. So from 1 you can write, from 1 we can write x less than equal to 1/3. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and from 2 we can write, there is a 2 part. If you cross multiply 2, so that will be minus 2 less than equal to 3x minus 1 less than equal to 2. Am I clear? And that's gonna be 1 minus 2 less than equal to 3x less than equal to 3. Okay, so that's gonna be minus 1 less than equal to 3x less than equal to 3, and that is equal to minus 1/3 less than equal to, that is the, actually you are doing the problems of inequations also, you are finding the solution from the inequations also, that is the logic. So what you have, x, first of all you have x less than equal to 1/3 and you have minus 1/3 to 1. So let's put inside the number line, this is your minus 1/3, x less than equal to 1/3, and this is your 1, this is your 1/3, and this is your 1. First of all you have minus 1/3 to 1 in this case, okay, and in other case x less than equal to 1/3. So x less than equal to 1/3 means, x less than equal to 1/3 means this is the thing. Now what is the common portion in between these two? What is the common portion? This is the only common portion. Am I clear, everybody? This is the only common portion between these two. Everybody, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
This is
Yes,
the
sir.
only common portion. This is the only common portion. Because one of the solutions said minus 1/3 to 1. So you have drawn on the number line minus 1/3 to 1. Another said x less than equal to 1/3. So you have to take the intersection. What is the intersection? Minus 1/3 to 1/3. Correct? Everybody? Have you understood? So domain is minus 1/3 to 1/3. Any question?
Sir, accept it to slow down.
One is x less than equal to 1/3. Another one is minus 1/3 to 1. So minus 1/3 to 1 and less than equal to 1/3. A. So this is the common portion or
हाँ, sir.
intersection. Okay? Clear? How to deal with the problems? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is more, okay, let me go to the root one. Okay. I will go to the root problems. Yeah, this one, number 3. Mainly. So look at that. You have a square root, sum of two square roots actually. So first of all, what you need, first line, you have to write like this: x plus 2 x by over x minus 2 greater equal to 0. 1 plus x by 1 minus x greater equal to 0. Am I clear? First step is clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now x plus 2 over x minus 2, that is division of two numbers. Division of two numbers. That will give you x greater than 2 and or x less than equal to minus 2. And this will give you minus 1 to 1. How? That is the question. That may be the question. X plus 2 by x minus 2, how did you get this? Let me explain this part also. You just remember x plus 2 by x minus 2 greater equal to 0. I will explain this part. So I will explain x plus 2 over x minus 2 greater equal to 0. Okay. Now, greater equal to 0. Now this is the division of two numbers. Again, we have the same logic. Two numbers, division of two numbers will be positive if both of them are positive or both of them negative. So if both of them positive, so both of them positive, that means it can be greater equal to 0 and it is greater than 0. Okay, it is greater than 0. And number 2, x plus 2 less than equal to 0 and x minus 2 less than 0. Okay, because the denominator cannot be 0, otherwise it will be undefined. That is why there is no equal to sign, only equal to sign, equal to with 0 in the numerator only. So this will imply, this will be imply x greater equal to minus 2 and x greater than 2. Okay, so x greater or equal to minus 2 and x greater than 2. So this is your minus 2 and this is your 2. So what is the common region? What is the common region between these two?
220.
Yes, x more than 2. And what about in this case? X less than equal to minus 2 and x less than 2. So what is the common? X less than equal to minus 2. Am I clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Did you get it, everybody? Okay. Okay, so that is why you have x less than equal to minus 2, remember, and x greater than 2. Now similarly you will explain this part. What do you have? 1 plus x and 1 minus x. So that will give you similar explanation. I'm not going into detail. Similar, because you will show 1 plus x and 1 minus x both positive, both negative. You will see the region will be minus 1 to 1. So is there any common, is there any intersection portion? What is the intersection of these two regions? You said one of them minus 2, minus 1, 1 and 2. So you said it's minus 1 to 1 is one of the region, and it's minus 2 to left and more than 2. Is there any intersection, or what is the intersection of these regions? What is the intersection of these two regions? What is the intersection? Please reply.
So there is no intersection.
Yes?
There is no intersection.
No intersection, empty set, null, no intersection. So domain is a null set. Domain is a null set, no domain. Domain is a no real values. You can't get any real value satisfying these two. কোনো রিয়েল নাম্বার পাবে না যেটা এই দুটোকে স্যাটিসফাই করবে। No real values of x. Am I clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let me explain log. I will explain all the types of problem. Let me explain this log problem. This is very important. So I have explained root over, simple functions. Now I will explain logarithm. So for logarithm you have to remember two things. What? Number one, if you talk about log x base a, then I have to draw the diagram for that. This is the log function actually. So this function is increasing. This is, and log 1 is 0. So this is 1. And this function is increasing. This function is increasing. That means if the base is greater than 1, more than 1, base is always positive. But in this case your base will be more than 1. So base can be 2, 3, e, 10, whatever. 10 base for algebra, e base for the calculus. You are doing calculus, so you can, if nothing is mentioned in the problem, you have to assume that the base is e. E is an Euler number between 2 and 3. Okay, e is a number between 2 and 3. Now if the base a is less than 1, what is the log graph? The graph will be like this. Oh, it will intersect here. So log will be decreasing. In this case it is 0, less than a, less than 1. So if base is less than 1, your log function is decreasing. If base is less than 1, log x is decreasing. That you have to remember very clearly if you're dealing with the log problem. So sometimes log is very important. Maybe directly people are not teaching logarithm, but concept of logarithm and exponential is very important. If you don't have the concept of logarithm and exponential, go and check my videos. Go and check my video once again. So I will suggest, please go through that. So this is the very important thing. Let me now go to the problem. So what is your log? Log is this. Okay, this is the problem. X square minus 11x plus 24 and base is x minus 4. Now this log will assume real value, or y will assume real value if base is positive, number 1, and not equal to 1. Base cannot be 1 and base must be positive. Base is always positive. All the things are positive, and this is positive also. Tell me, is that clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
স্যার মানে বেসটা 1 ও হবে না তাই তো?
No, 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 never, never.
Base 1 হয়ে গেলে তো 0 হয়ে যাবে।
Okay,
স্যার
everybody.
কিন্তু বেস যে আমরা লগের বেস যে আমরা 10
Hey,
ধরতাম এখানে
suppose 1 to the power something is no meaning. 1 to the power something is anything. 1 to the power 1 to the power a equal to m. What is that? Is there any sense of this? So that is why base cannot be 1. Base cannot be 1. Okay, Aditya?
ওকে স্যার কিন্তু ওই বেস যে আমরা লগ বেস 10 ধরতাম এখানে ধরছি মানে ক্যালকুলাস ধরতে হবে।
Calculus. So this is the base is mentioned here, x minus 4. No need to calculate e or 10.
হ্যাঁ
Okay, this thing is clear. This first line, log x. If you write log x, x must be positive. X must be positive because you see the graph. Why x is positive? That may be the question. You could have asked the question why x is positive. You look at that. This is x-axis. This is origin. This is y-axis. You look at that. Your log is on the right. It cannot come to the left. Dekho, x is positive because from origin to the right you have positive values. If you go on the right you have positive values of x. So log is always positive. That is why the diagram is this. So x is always positive. Whatever be the function inside the log, that must be positive. Am I clear, everybody? This line clear?
Yes, sir.
X greater than 4 and not equal to 5. X greater than 4 and not equal to 5. And if you factorize this one, x square minus 11x plus 24, that will give you x minus 3 into x minus 8 factor. Again, you have the same concept and take the intersection, you will get the domain as 8 to infinity. I think this part is easy. Now, you have learned this part. You have learned, or you want an explanation of this part again. X minus 3 into x minus 8 greater than 0, এটা পারবে তো আবার আগের মতোই। It is x less than 3 or x greater than 8. So you take the number line and take the intersection portion. Am I clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's it. So I will explain another problem. I'm just explaining all the complicated problem. You see, these are all complicated. You can't find in the board books. These are all complicated problems. Number 4, I will explain this part. Look at that. There is a trigonometric function. There is a quadratic function inside the root. One is a trigonometric, another one is a quadratic. So root over sin x must be positive. Root over sin x means sin x must be positive. So let's check where sin x is positive. Let's draw the diagram for sin x. So if you draw the axis, let's draw the sin x curve. This is the sin x curve. So this is origin. This is pi by 2. Sin pi by 2 is 1. This is pi. Sin pi is 0. This is 3 pi by 2. It is minus 1. This is 2 pi. This is minus pi by 2. This is minus pi, etc. Okay? So sin x is positive. Sin x is positive. Can you tell me where sin x is positive? In which part sin x is positive? Can you specify the part? Can you specify the region, everybody?
হ্যাঁ স্যার 0 থেকে 1
0 থেকে pi,
0 থেকে pi, then you have this part, then you have this part. These are the positive part. Am I clear, everybody?
sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
we got that sin x kotai positive, it's a graphical knowledge gives you that. So I have explained the graphical part also in a different class. So graph is very very important. So sin x is positive. Where sin x is positive, you see 2n pi less than equal to x less than equal to 2n pi, 2n plus 1 into pi. N is 0, n is any integer. If you put n equal to 0, that will be 0 to pi. Yes. If you put n equal to 1, that will be 2 pi to 3 pi. Yes, it is correct. So sin x is positive in this range. Am I clear with this range? In this interval of x, am I clear with this
Okay.
interval of x?
Okay, sir.
And x square 16 minus x square greater equal to 0, again you have minus 4 to 4. So what is the common between these two? Let's find out. So one is, what is the 2n pi less than equal to x less than equal to 2n plus 1 into pi. Okay, this is the for sin x. And you have minus 4 less than equal to x less than equal to 4. Now how will you find? There is a pi and there is a 4 number. How will you find the region? Now minus 4, what is pi? Pi is 3.14, correct everybody?
Yes, sir.
So 4 will be like here, your number 4 will be here. And where is your minus 4? This is minus pi, so minus 4 will be here, correct everybody?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
what is the
sir.
common? What is the common intersection region between these two? Can you tell me? This and this. What is the common intersection region? You see from the diagram. You see from the diagram minus 4 to pi. Correct?
Pi to
Minus 4 to minus pi. Union. Union. 0 to pi. Right? Right? 0 to pi. Union 0 to pi. Am I clear everyone? From the diagram. From the diagram. Because if you include 4, sin x will be negative. So you have to find out the intersection of this region and this region. Am I clear everybody?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you see, this is the domain. So these are the most complicated one. Okay. Now, so you can try some problems later on. I will mark some problems. You can try those problems. Now I will talk about range. I suppose domain is clear to everybody. Now I will talk about range. Range of the function. What is the range of a function? So set of images. What is the range? If you want a one statement about the range, set of images of all elements of set A is called the range of the function. Image, where you have an image. So you have A to B. This is A set, non-empty set, and this is B. And you have F as a function. So you have set of images. So this is suppose the set of images. So that is a subset of the codomain, and that is called the range. Set of images, that is set of outputs, that is called the range. So range is a set consisting of all the values of fx as its elements, which we get for each and every values of x belongs to the domain. So it is obvious that range could be a subset of codomain, as we may have few elements in codomain which are not in the images, but it can be a subset that I have explained. So range of a function is normally represented by as range of f. Range of f. So let's find out the range. First of all, I will find out the range of 3 sin x minus 4 cos x. Different types. This is trigonometric. Maybe I will talk about quadratic. Maybe some log. All the things are there. Log, trigonometric, exponential. These are the main topic of range. Let me explain range of the first problem, 3 sin x minus 4 cos x. So 3 sin x minus 4 cos x we can write 3 by 5, 4 by 5. And tan theta you can write 3 by 5. So this can be written as sine of. So always if you have a expression is trigonometric, sine, cos, so your target will be to bring this form in a compact form, maybe using compound angles. So I am using compound angle here. You can write 5 sine x plus theta, or you can write 3 as sine alpha. You can write 3 as cos alpha and 4 as sine alpha. Also you can write this is as sine x plus alpha also, but using this we can write 5 sine of x plus theta. Now sine theta, now what happened? Sine x plus theta, what is the range of sine x plus theta? Sine x plus theta lies between -1 and 1. So 5, if you multiply by 5, that will be between 5. So what is the range of the function? -5 to 5. That's the range of the function. Am I clear, everybody?
স্যার অঙ্কটা বুঝতে পারলাম না।
এটা হ্যাঁ এটা জাস্ট আরেকবার
Okay, let me explain. What was the problem? Your problem was fx, just wait. Your problem was fx equal to 3 sin theta. Oh, 3 sin x. Okay, fx is 3 sin x minus 4 cos x. Okay, so we can write actually 3 as r cos alpha and 4 as r sin alpha. I am writing. Why I am writing? Actually I want a compound formula, compound angles formula. তাহলে fx equal to r sin of x minus alpha. Am I clear? If I substitute, am I clear with this? If I substitute here,
Yes, sir.
okay, because r will be common and you have sin a cos b minus cos a sin b, that will be sin a minus b, correct? What is the value of r? R will be, if you square and add, you will get root over 3 square plus 4 square. Am I clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
That will be 5. The value of r is 5. 5 sin of x minus alpha is the simplified form. Am I clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the range of sine? Whatever inside the function, what is the range of sine? If you draw the sine curve, whatever, that will be between -1 and 1. That is between the track -1, y equal to 1, and this is y equal to -1. So your range is actually vertical component. So your range is -1 to 1, always sine cos. If you have a trigonometric functions like sine and cos, their range confined between -1 and 1. Am I clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ স্যার
Yes, sir.
So -1 less than equal to sine x minus alpha less than equal to 1. So that's gonna be, if you multiply with 5, -5 less than equal to 5 sine of x minus alpha less than equal to 5. So what is the range? Range is minus 5 to 5. Range is minus 5 to 5 because this is your y. 5 sine x minus alpha is y. And you want vertical. Y means the vertical expansion, output. Okay, clear everybody?
হ্যাঁ স্যার এবার ঠিক আছে স্যার বলছি আপনি কি ক্লাসটা রেকর্ড করছেন
Yes, it's recording is going on. তোমাদের ডিসকাশনও আছে, সব আছে। আজে বাজে কথা বলবো না, জাস্ট ডিসকাশন। ওকে ওকে, নেক্সট লেট গো টু দ্য নাম্বার 2. What you have? Number 2, quadratic. What you have? Quadratic function, x square minus 7x plus 5. That is very easy to explain actually. Quadratic function, you can write x minus 7 by 2 whole square minus 29 by 4. Tale its range can be, it's very easy. This is the easy one. Minus 29 by 4 to infinity. This is easy one. You want the explanation of this? Quadratic function, you can write some whole square minus 29 by 4. What is the least value of this quadratic function? Minus 29 by 4. Why? Because this square will be 0 when x equal to 7 by 2. Square will be 0, square term will be 0 if x equal to 7 by 2. So for x equal to 7 by 2, this fx has minimum value minus 29 by 4. And what is the maximum value? Maximum value has no limit. It will go, expand. The curve will be like this. The curve will be like this. This is the curve. You see, there is no upper limit, but you have a lower limit minus 29 by 4. You have a lower limit minus 29 by 4. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So this is actually minus 29 by 4 to infinity. Am I clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is the range. Range means y. Vertical expansion you have to identify. Or vertically আমি দেখবো যে কতটা মিনিমাম আছে কতটা ম্যাক্সিমাম। রেঞ্জ মানে মিনিমাম থেকে ম্যাক্সিমামের মধ্যে ফাংশনটা কতটা আছে। মিনিমাম ভ্যালুটা আইডেন্টিফাই চেষ্টা করব, ম্যাক্সিমাম ভ্যালু। সো দ্যাট উইল গিভ ইউ দ্য রেঞ্জ। রেঞ্জ মিনস আউটপুটটা কতটা, এটা সবসময়। দ্যাট মিনস ভার্টিক্যালি আমি দেখবো, ভার্টিক্যালি। লেটস গো টু নাম্বার 3. fx equal to log 2 sin x minus cos x plus 3 root 2 by root 2. Okay, so let me simplify. 1 by, we can write inside the log 1 by root 2 sin x minus 1 by root 2 cos x plus 3. Correct? তাহলে এটাকে লিখতে পারবো sin x minus pi by 4 plus 3 root 2. 3. Clear? এই যো sin x minus pi by 4 plus 3. Am I clear?
হ্যাঁ স্যার
Everybody? And log 2, তাহলে we can write 2 to the power y if you remove the log. Am I clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Again we can write sin x minus pi by 4 is 2 to the power y minus 3, and sin x minus pi by 4 lies between minus 1 and 1. তাহলে 2 to the power y minus 3 lies between minus 1 and y 1. Am I clear, everybody, up to this?
yes sir
Yes, sir.
Bus, you will get the exponential. You take this minus 3 through both the sides. You have 2 to 4. Tale 2 to the power y lies between 2 to the 4 means, what do you mean by that? You can take log. Okay, let me explain the last part. Let me explain the last part. You have to less than equal to this. So you take log 2 base. Log 2 base. So it will be y comes forward log 2 base 2 and less than equal to log 4 base 2. Base is more than 1 or less than 1? Base of
More
log
than
is more
one.
than.
Base is always more than.
Here you have more than one. So if base is more than one, it is increasing function. So inequation will be remain as same. You don't have to change the inequation. Inequation less than equal to আছে, less than equal to থাকবে. So that will give you 1 less than equal to y less than equal to 2. Why 2? Because 4 মানে হচ্ছে 2 square. 2 টা সামনে হলো log 2 base to 1. Am I clear everybody why I am getting 1 to 2 as the range?
Yes, sir.
So that is number 3. Now let's go to number 4. Again you have a trigonometric 1 by 8 minus 3 sin x. So I will explain the same thing here. Current sin x is minus 1 to 1. You have to, this is why you have to cross multiply and do the simplification. Let's see. Yes, I am using this. So this will give you the same concept and you will get this range. Okay. So this is about range. I think I will explain this one. The log, this is the most important and the critical one out of this all the problems, because you have a log less than 1. Look at that. Log base is less than 1 first of all. So what is your first observation? Log base is less than 1, half. So let me explain. So first, outside log base is 3. So whatever inside the log, this thing will be positive. This thing will be positive. So what is the condition? 0 less than log half x square plus 4x plus 4 less than infinity. Because whatever inside the log, that will be positive. তাহলে ফার্স্ট লগ ইজ ইয়োর আউটসাইড লগ, বাইরে যে লগটা আছে লগ বেস 3 সেটা হচ্ছে প্রথম লগ। প্রথম লগের ভেতরে যাই থাকুক সেটা পজিটিভ হতে হবে। সো ইট মাস্ট বি in between 0 and infinity. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now again I will remove that half. I will remove log. If I remove log, it will be half to the power 0 according to the definition of log. What is the definition of log? A to the power x equal to m, then log m base a equal to x. M base a equal to x. So half to the power 0. So you can go to the reverse way, a to the power x equal to m. This is the definition of log. So we can write half to the power 0. I'm not writing the inequation. X square plus 4x plus 4 plus 4 and this part. Now tell me, is this less than or greater than? The symbol is less than here. Now I will write less than or greater than. কোনটা হবে? Less than হবে না greater than হবে? আমি লগের বেসটা রিমুভ করছি, তাহলে হাফ টু দি পাওয়ার 0 অ্যাকর্ডিং টু দিস ডেফিনিশন। এটা দেখো, লগ এম বেস এ যদি এক্স হয় তাহলে আমি লিখতে পারবো এ টু দি পাওয়ার এক্স ইকুয়াল টু এম। উই ক্যান রাইট এ টু দি পাওয়ার এক্স ইজ এম। সো হোয়াট ইজ ইউর এ? এ ইজ হাফ, তাহলে হাফ টু দি পাওয়ার 0 বিকজ এম ইজ 0 হিয়ার। হাফ টু দি পাওয়ার 0 লেস দেন লিখবো না গ্রেটার দেন লিখবো? দ্যাট ইজ মাই কোয়েশ্চেন। For less than, base is for less than log x is decreasing হলে ইনইকুয়েশন চেঞ্জ হবে, greater than হয়ে যাবে, কারেক্ট। সো হাফ টু দি পাওয়ার 0 is 1. Am I clear everybody? Am I clear everyone?
Sir, আরেকবার বলুন।
log base যদি লেস দেন 1 হয় তাহলে log is decreasing মানে ইনইকুয়েশন চেঞ্জ হবে। why? because দেখো x1 greater than, okay, let me explain with a page. I am explaining if you have a decreasing function, তাহলে log is a decreasing function here because log x base a is less than 1. A is less than 1 মানে নেগেটিভ নয় কিন্তু 0 to a 1 and x is always positive. Yes, x is positive because right of 0. তাহলে this is your x1 point, this is your x2 point. Now what is the height at x1? fx1. What is the height at x2? What is the height at x2? fx2. So x2 is greater than x1. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
তাহলে fx2, but fx2 is less than fx1. You see? Because the height at x2 is less than fx1. Height at x1. So that is the inequation is changed. If you write x2 greater than x1, that will change in f. So you can go in the reverse order also. fx2 less than fx1 implies x2 greater than x1. That is why inequation change হয়ে যাচ্ছে. So that I am using here also. Log half x square. What do you have? X square plus 4x plus 4. So your inequation will change because it's a decreasing function. X square greater than 4x plus 4. Am I clear, everybody? Everyone, am I clear? So now you will get the range for that. Because log is removed, you will get this. So range of y is minus infinity to infinity. That is the only calculation you have. Okay? This is the main important thing. If you have base less than 1, then you have inequation will change. Greater than hole less than hole greater than. That is the main careful observations is required here. Okay, everybody? That is about your range. You have to talk about range of values. Okay, there is a chart. There is a chart of these functions. What is, if you talk about rational functions, rational, you have different types of functions: algebraic function, polynomial functions. Polynomial function domain is always R. Range of odd degree polynomial is R. Rational functions you have. Look at the rational function number 2. What is the domain? Domain is where it, domain means the set of input values. Input values is all real number except 1, 2, 3. That means for 1 it will be 0, denominator 0. For 2 the denominator is 0. For 3 the denominator is 0. So that is why for rational functions you have to see for undefined portion. You just exclude that undefined portion. Let me explain. Yeah, absolute value function. What is the absolute value function? Mod x, modulus of x. So what is the domain of R? A domain of this modulus function? All real values. It can accept all real values. No point is at no point it is undefined. Kono point pabe na jekhane undefined. Okay? And what is the range? You see the range is 0 to infinity because there is no negative part. So its range is 0 to infinity. Am I clear?
Yes.
And it is non-periodic. Non-periodic, no period. Non-periodic, periodicity, you know, the nature of the curves repeats itself. And it is a even function. Why it is even? Because f of minus x is fx. Even function mane f of minus x is fx. Tale what is your odd function? F of minus fx is minus fx. Am I clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is about some properties of mod. Ami pathiye debo. These are some inequations, solving inequations. You can go and check these inequations. Already we talk about inequations. Whenever there is a modulus, you have two cases. Either modulus is positive or x is positive or x is negative. What about greatest integer function? Greatest integer function is x. Greatest integer function is greatest integer less than or equal to x. Box x is greatest integer less than or equal to x. So this is the diagram for box x. Suppose in 0 to 1, what is box x? 0. If x is 0 to 1, what is box x? 0. So look at that. You have 0. And 1 to 2, what is box x? 1. Suppose 1.5, what is box x? 1. 1.7, what is box x? 2. 1, sorry, 1. So always you have a 1. তাহলে this is the diagram. 1. You have a right discontinuity. ডান দিকে একটা discontinuity রয়েছে. So that is why there is a blank dot. On the left, it is continuous. On the left, you have a black dot. That means it includes a point. Eta excluded. 2 is excluded. So this is like a step function. Step function. So domain is R. Any real values it can take. But range is only integer. Range is only integral value. Dekho? It will take only integral value. This is the range. Only output is integer. Integer is the output. Whatever value you take. Range সব সময় the output will be an integer. That is why range is integer.
স্যার এইসবের উপর বেস করে কি এমসিকিউ দেবে নাকি বড় কোনো গ্রাফ টাকা?
Yes, there may be a lot of type of questions. The concept is required. Concept টা main. Neither even nor odd. MCQ fit হতে পারে. Non periodic, no periodicity. Fractional part means x minus box x. Suppose 1.3 is a number. So 1.3 minus 1.3. What you have? 1.3 minus 1.3 এর box কত? 1. কারণ integer less than equal to 1.3 is 1. So you have 0.3. 0.3 is the fractional part. 0.3 is the fractional part. You see the fractional part is always between 0 and 1. So domain is R. Range is 0 to 1. Range is 0 to 1. Always less than 1 but equal to 0. So 0 to 1. This is the graph for fractional part of x. Periodicity is 1. দেখো 1 এর পরে রিপিট করছে নেচারটা. So periodicity is 1. Fractional part of x is a periodicity 1. And let's talk about again the trigonometric functions. Already we have talked about lot. Sin x, domain is R, range is -1 to 1. Periodic function, obviously. Period is 2 pi. Sin x a periodicity 2 pi, cos x a periodicity 2 pi. You look at that. After 2 pi, the nature of the curve repeats. Or what is the periodicity? F of lambda plus x equal to যদি fx হয়. If f of lambda plus x is fx, then lambda is called the periodicity of the function. So f of 2 sin of 2 pi plus x is sin x. Sin of 2 pi plus x is sin x. So it is periodicity 2 pi. Sin of x plus 2 pi is sin x. So periodicity is 2 pi. And nature is odd. Why nature is odd? Because f of minus x is minus fx. Sin of minus x is minus sin x. Cos x, domain is R, range is -1 to 1, period is 2 pi, nature is even because f of minus x is fx. Cos of minus x is cos x. Tan x, what is the domain? Domain is all real values except this undefined. Where it is undefined? Tan x, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 5 pi by 2. So that is given by 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. That means domain is all real values except those where it is undefined. So those are included in the set 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. That must be excluded from the domain. And range is R. Why range is R? Look at that. no lower bound, no upper bound. So minus infinity to infinity. So it is R. What is period? Period is pi. After pi, the nature is repeats. And nature is odd. Increasing. It is an increasing function, obviously. F of minus x is fx. Minus fx. Tan of minus x is minus tan x. Cot x, it's a similar nature, but only thing is that your point of discontinuity will be 0, pi, 2 pi, etc. So its domain is r minus n pi, and range is r, period is pi, nature is odd and decreasing. Sec x. Sec x is, how will you draw sec x? Yeah, you can draw cos x first. You can draw cos x like this. You can draw cos x. And above the cos x, you can draw sec x. So sec x, you see pi by 2 minus pi by 2, it is undefined. You see the graph, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 minus pi by 2, it is undefined. And also one important observation, what is the range? Range will be always, you look at that from 1 to infinity and minus 1, minus infinity to 1. So lower bound, there is no lower bound, but it will start from minus 1. There is no upper bound, but it will start from 1. So 1 to infinity and minus infinity, minus 1 to minus infinity to minus 1 and 1 to infinity. That is why we write mod sec x less than equal to 1. We write mod sec x less than equal, sorry, not less than, greater equal to 1. Sorry. It is greater equal to 1. That means 1 to infinity and minus infinity to minus 1. That is the range. This is very, very important for sec and cosec also. And cosec also. Okay. So this is domain and this is range, period and 2 pi. And nature. Nature is even for sec, and for cosec it is odd. So most important is that it is greater equal to 1 and less than equal to minus 1. Both. And logarithm we explained. Logarithm we already explained. If a is greater than 1, this is the log, increasing, and if a is 0 to 1, it is decreasing. Exponential function, if a is greater than 1, this is exponential function is increasing. If a is less than 1, actually logarithm is the inverse function of exponential functions. Logarithm is the inverse function of the exponential functions. Okay, so you have more about domain. I will share with you this document. You go ahead with your explanations and the range, domain, etc. Okay, that's all everybody for revision of domain and range.